Have you ever wanted to create your own app? Android app development opens up a world of possibilities. You can build apps for phones, tablets, and even wearables. Learning this skill can be incredibly rewarding both personally and professionally. Android apps are everywhere. They connect us, entertain us, and help us get things done. With billions of Android devices worldwide, your app has the potential to reach a massive audience. To start building Android apps, you'll need a few essential tools. The most important is Android Studio, a powerful and free development environment. You'll also need the Java Development Kit, or JDK, as apps are built using programming languages like Java or Kotlin. Don't worry if this sounds intimidating. We'll guide you through every step of the process. With a little effort and this guide, you'll be well on your way to becoming an Android developer. Before you start building amazing apps, you need to set up your development environment. Think of this as gathering your tools and preparing your workspace. The first step is to download and install Android Studio. It's available for free on Windows, macOS, and Linux. Next, you'll need to install the Java Development Kit, or JDK. The JDK provides the necessary tools to compile and run your Java code. Android Studio will guide you through this process. Once you have Android Studio and the JDK installed, you're ready to choose your programming language, Java or Kotlin. Both languages are popular for Android development, but Kotlin is often preferred for its modern features and concise syntax. If you're new to programming, Kotlin might be a great place to start. Don't worry too much about this choice. You can always switch between languages later on. Finally, you'll need to set up an Android Virtual Device, or AVD. This allows you to test your apps on a simulated Android device right on your computer. Android Studio makes this process easy, allowing you to choose from a variety of devices and Android versions. Now that your development environment is ready, it's time to understand the fundamental building blocks of an Android app. Every Android app is made up of components like pieces of a puzzle. One key component is an activity. Think of it as a single screen in your app. Activities are responsible for displaying the user interface and handling user interactions. Each screen in your app will likely be its own activity. To create the user interface for your activities, you'll use XML layouts. These layouts define the structure and appearance of your app's screens. You'll use elements like views and widgets to add buttons, text fields, images, and more. Finally, intents and navigation are essential for connecting different parts of your app. Intents are like messages that you send within your app to start new activities or perform actions. Navigation components help you create smooth and intuitive transitions between different screens. Understanding these core components is crucial for building any Android app. As you progress, you'll dive deeper into each of these areas and learn how to use them effectively. It's time to put your knowledge into practice and create your first Android app. We'll start with a classic Hello World app, which is a simple app that displays the text Hello World on the screen. First, open Android Studio and create a new project. Choose a simple layout template such as Empty Activity. Give your app a name like My First App, and select Kotlin as your programming language. Once the project is created, you'll see the main activity file, which is where you'll write the code to display Hello World. Inside the method of your activity, use the method to change the text of an element to Hello World. Now run your app on the Android Virtual Device, or AVD, you set up earlier. You should see your app launch on the virtual device and the text Hello World will be proudly displayed on the screen. Congratulations, you've just created your first Android app. Section 5. User interaction and data making your app dynamic. Static apps are boring. Let's make your app interactive by responding to user input and storing data. Start by adding a button to your layout XML file. Give it an ID like My Button. Now go back to your activity code and use to get a reference to your button. Use the method to listen for clicks on the button. When the button is clicked, you can execute code like displaying a message or changing the text of A. To store data in your app, you can use shared preferences for simple key-value pairs. For more complex data, consider using a SQLite database. If you want to store data in the cloud and sync it across devices, Firebase is a powerful option. By handling user input and managing data, you can create apps that are dynamic and engaging. Section 6. Level up your app. Adding advanced features. Now that you understand the basics, let's explore some advanced features to make your app stand out. Recycler View is a powerful tool for displaying lists of data efficiently. It's perfect for creating scrollable lists of items like a newsfeed or a contact list. Dark mode is a popular feature that enhances the user experience, especially in low-light conditions. You can implement dark mode in your app by creating alternative themes and allowing users to switch between them. Fetching data from an API or application programming interface allows you to integrate external data sources into your app. You can use libraries like Retrofit or Volley to make API requests and handle the responses. Push notifications are a great way to keep users engaged with your app. You can use Firebase Cloud Messaging or FCM to send notifications to users' devices, even when the app is not actively running. Section 7, from code to Play Store, testing, debugging, and publishing. Before you unleash your app on the world, it's crucial to test it thoroughly. Use Android Studio's built-in emulator or connect a physical device to test your app on different screen sizes and Android versions. Logcat is a powerful tool for debugging your app. Use the class to print messages to Logcat, which can help you identify and fix errors in your code. Once you're confident in your app's stability, it's time to publish it on the Google Play Store. Create a developer account, prepare your app's store listing with screenshots and descriptions, and upload your app's APK or Android Package Kit file. Publishing on the Play Store can be a rewarding experience, making your app available to millions of users worldwide. Section 8. Continuing your Android journey, resources and next steps. Congratulations on reaching the end of this beginner's guide to Android app development. You've learned the fundamentals, built your first app, and explored advanced features. But your journey doesn't end here. To further enhance your skills, consider learning Jetpack Compose, a modern toolkit for building native Android UI. Explore advanced Android concepts like background processing, location services, and sensors. There are countless resources available to help you along the way. Online courses, tutorials, and communities like Stack Overflow are invaluable for learning and troubleshooting. Embrace the world of Android development, never stop learning, and continue building amazing apps.